Let's review some of the functionality of the image organizer, lectures library, and its relationship to the collage. First of all, let's hide the personal information so no patient information comes up during this video. And then I'm just going to load the image organizer. The image organizer comes up and there is a lectures and a library tab. We're going to use the filter in the image organizer to show a clinical case. But first, let's look at some of the functionality in using either the library or the lectures. If I go into my library, and let's say I want to show some of my perf research, because I have all of this information right inside TDO, I'll go to my perf, and I have a section of son endo cases. Let's just do that because I posted this the other day on TDO chat. I looked at this case. So let me demonstrate how I actually posted this. So the first thing I've done is I've gone to the user defined. Uh, the images will come up in the date sequence, or if you use user defined, you could rearrange these in the order that you want. So I've already rearranged these in the order that I want. By pressing the shift key, I select these. Now I want these all to be in my published document. I come up to publish. They all come up. Now I'll show you a little trick on how to present these. What you really want to do is ahead of time, you want to design your collage so that you know what is going to appear in each of the pages. I don't really know how many pages I want to publish in. I'd need to look at all of the pictures. So the first thing I do is I go up to the template. I choose a template where all of the pictures will show initially. And there they are. These are all of the pictures. And then what I need to do is I need to specify how many pictures I want in each page. And it may change. I may want 2 pictures on the first page, 4 pictures on the next page, that sort of thing. So I kind of keep track of that in the message area. For example, I look at the first 2 pictures and I want these to be on one page. So my first page will be a 2-pic page. And then I go to the third picture and I want this as a single picture. So I go ahead and enter a 1. So the first page will have 2 pictures. The second page will have 1 picture. And then I go to the next picture and that will be also a 1 pic per page. Then I go to the next 2 and I want these on 1 page. So I select 2, and the next 2 pictures I want on 1 page as well. So what I'm doing is I'm selecting how many pics per page. Then I want this picture to be on 1 page, and then these next 2 pictures to be on the same page. And then I want 4 pictures on 1 page. So the next one, the next sequence will be 4. So now I have my collage planned out, and all I have to do is follow these numbers. So let's go ahead and do that. So my first page will have 2 pics. I come up, I select the 2-pic selection, and it shows those 2 pics. Then I go to page 2, and I don't want 2 pictures per page. I only want 1 picture per page according to my formula. So there's my 1 pic per page. Then I go to the next one. I wanted that as 1 pic per page. Then I go to the next one and I want 2 pics per page. So I go back to my 2 pics per page. So I'm planning out how I want this to look. And that's fine. Now I want this 1 pic per page according to my formula. And it puts it 1 pics per page. following my formula, my plan. I go to 2 pics per page. And then I want a 4 pic per page here. So now you can see I've constructed the pages exactly as I want them designed. So it's very easy to plan your collage out if you load all the pictures in a format initially and then go through. Now I don't happen to like the borders. I remove the borders and I'm ready to put my type in, and some of these I may want to actually change a little bit and make full screen. By selecting on the picture using your scroll button, I can zoom in. Using the shift, I can move it around and position it and make it exactly like I want it. I'll leave that alone. I think what I'll do in this is zoom in a little bit, move this down a little bit, and I want to definitely bring this up larger. Keep this the same and keep this the same. So you can see this is a very powerful way to plan your collage ahead of time and make each page very, very unique and exactly as you like it. So now let's do a clinical case. If I close this and I go back to patients and I go to the filter, so what comes up, I'll uncheck all. Let's look at, let's do the recall 1-star query because that's such a powerful query. And let me just do it for the current month. So from the 1st till today, and I'm going to bring up all of the recalls I've done this month, as well as the pre-op and post-ops, no matter when they were done. So I go ahead and apply that filter, and I'll come up to all patients and double click on it. So these are all of the recalls that I've done this month, and let's group them by patient name, and here they are. And let's actually pick this case because this is a case that Mary Chen sent me. And if I select all 4, go to publish. Now there's not that many images in this, so I can very easily select my 4 vertical, and there it is. And I'm going to show labels because that puts the actual dates in. I'm going to get rid of the borders. And now this is ready to send. So it's very easy to show your recalls doing it this way. Let's say you wanted to maybe do something a little more elaborate. I wanted to actually show some aspects of this case. So it's very easy to do without still losing your filter from the recall. If I right click and I do view patient images, in the second image organizer, the case actually comes up, and now I can actually go to the case and select quite a few images to show the case. So I'll just select kind of a random group. I'm going to double click on the second image organizer just to bring it up. And now I'm going to select the ones that I want to put in the collage. And just so I can see all of the pictures, I'll make the thumbnails smaller. Now I can see them all. And I'll go ahead and select them. Now I've selected them, and I go up to bring up the collage. And again, I use the same technique we used before, and I load all of those pictures. You also have this full screen functionality. If I want to show them full screen, I just select that and it lets you plan your collage a little better. So let's use the technique we used before. So on my first page, I want 2 pictures. Then I want 1 picture. Then I want 4 pictures. Then I want 1 picture. Then I want 1, 2, 3, 4 pictures. Then I want 2 pictures. And then let's see what that looks like. So I come into my template. The second page is a 1. So I switch to 1 pic per page. There's the 1 pic. Then I want the next one to be 4. There's 4. Then I've changed my mind here. I want this to be 4. And then I want this to be 3. And then I want this to be 2. So you can change your mind in the middle of this. Or let's see, this would be better, maybe 1. And that is 1. So now let's go through the pages and do our final adjustments. I'm going to get rid of the borders. I'm going to maybe enlarge this, selecting it, and then using the scroll. I can fill the entire screen. I'll maybe enlarge these a little bit using the Shift key to maybe center it a little better. I'll leave these alone, and that's good. And then I'll put my copy in simply by doing add text. If I do show labels, the actual date is automatically placed in for you. So you have the date automatically in. And then I can send it to TDO Clinical, TDO University, or any specific email by saving and publishing. So you can see there's a lot of functionality using the templates so that you can really make the kind of published document that you want. And I even am doing this for my final reports now, is I'll make the final report image in the collage and then just paste it into the final report letter.